Okay, let me just start the recording. Okay, so today we will do about central bank, that how central bank is playing a role. So the very first thing, what is a central bank? A central bank is the main apex bank of any country. It is the main apex bank. Okay, so there is one big bank, or you can say the one umbrella bank, okay, under which all the other commercial banks that comes in. So that very first bank, which is the cover bank, or which is the main bank, or which is the mother bank, is the central bank. Like in India, the central bank is RBI, Reserve Bank of India, right? In US you go, you will find Federal Bank, okay, like this. In Singapore you go, you have another bank, Singaporean, in the what you say, Singaporean Central Bank is there. Okay, so like this you have different central bank of each country. Okay, but what depends the most is, just a second, did factors affecting credit creation? Yesterday we did credit creation. Okay, fine, I'll send you the notes for that. Okay, so what is a central bank? So central bank is the main apex bank, okay, which take decisions that are related to the credit. Okay, so it is the apex institution, you can say, which operates, controls, directs, and regulates. Okay, so what it says is, I'll write it in the chat, the definition. it
Okay.
it operates,
Controls.
directs, yeah, it operates, directs, controls, and regulates the monetary and banking structure of the economy. Okay, so that is a central bank. Now, what is the difference between central bank and commercial bank? Can you tell me?
Um,
We did commercial bank yesterday.
yes.
Yes.
Commercial banks. Uh, uh, yeah, it includes all the private banks. No?
Yes, commercial bank includes private
And,
banks, whereas, yes, very good. And central bank?
uh, yeah, but central bank it only governs the public banks like
No, 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 no,
state
no,
bank.
no, no. So central bank is the mother bank under which all the commercial banks takes place. Right, so central bank, under central bank you have commercial banks also, you have public sector banks also, you have cooperatives also, you have NBFCs also. So all the financial, okay, bodies which are there, those comes under the central bank, whereas under commercial bank, as you rightly said, only private banks are taking place. Okay, what else? Central bank cannot take any central bank can take all the decisions related to money control, money supply, credit supply, rate of interest, whereas commercial bank can take the decisions only on on lending and accepting deposits. And that
Oh,
too, those roles are taken based, or those decisions are taken based on the guidelines of the central bank. Okay, what else? See, in a central bank is the country's bank. Commercial bank is your maybe you can say development banks, or their main motive is profit organizations. They are making profit. It is not that central bank is not making profit, but central bank, apart from making profit, have to see different regulations as well, that how different ways it is working. Okay, then central bank enjoys the monopoly power. It is the whole and soul, right? As I told you yesterday, all the rupees that are printed in the economy are printed by the central bank, right? So it is having a monopoly power, whereas commercial bank cannot print the notes. It's only central bank that prints the notes. Okay, so central bank is the main bank. Now there are some functions of central bank, as they were functions of your commercial bank. Similarly, you have some functions of the central bank. Now what are these functions of the central bank? See, the very first function of the central bank, it is the bank of issue. Now when I say it is bank of issue, it means that it issues the currency and the notes. So whatever currency is published in the economy, in any economy, is published by the central bank, okay, on the basis of the estimates given by the World Bank. So the money is published by the central bank. Only, as I told you yesterday, the coins and rupee 1 note in India are printed or published by the government. So the very first thing that we have to understand is that central bank has the monopoly of issuing the notes. Means that apart from central bank, there is no other bank or no other institution that will print the notes. Right now, go back to the time when demonetization happened, when 500 and 1000 rupees were banned. Right, during that time 2000 rupees new notes were getting available in the market, but it took time. So almost 3 to 7 days it took to be there in the market. So who was doing that printing? It was the central bank who was doing that printing. So central bank is the bank of the issue. That is, it is the main bank who will issue the notes. Okay, so it will issue the notes. It will see that uniformity of notes are there. It will see that no notes are misprinted. Okay, otherwise it will create an illegal economy if wrong notes are into circulation. So it has to see that. Second, it says that it is an advisor to the government. Advisor to the government means government comes under central bank. Okay, that is when the decisions related to money or any kind of things have to be taken, it is all under the guidance of the central bank. Otherwise taxes and all is government role. Okay, but any kind of decisions that needs to be taken related to money, that that requires an advice from the central bank. So like again taking the same example, when 500 and 1000 rupees were banned, was it an whole and sole idea of the government? No, it was not the whole and sole idea of the government. The banks have also advised government to do that. Other, why banks have advised? Because there was no money left in the bank. People were not depositing their money in their banks. So if you would have seen in Mumbai only, there were news that people, packets of notes have been found everywhere. Right? People were just throwing their cash and going out because they could have not, because at time they did not deposit to the banks, and now when the government has demonetized them, then it becomes a trash of paper for them. So like outside the buildings and god knows where you read the newspaper, you go back to the old stories, you will find out that like tons of money were lying here and there everywhere because people could not register to the bank and now they had the surplus. So the point is that they are the advisor to the government. So whenever government needs an advice, okay, whenever government needs an advice related to how the short term loans have to be taken or long term loans have to be taken, or any payments that has to be done, or say suppose there are any kind of foreign debt, that is the other country's debt that we are having, that debt needs to get clear, all these things need to be done. All these decisions are taken by the central bank, are taken by the central bank, and it advises the government for taking these decisions. So whatever government is taking the decisions are advised by the central bank. So it is first thing it is bank of issue. Second thing, it is advisor to the government. Third thing, it is banker to the government. Government has no money of its own. Either it's a tax paid income, right? We are paying the taxes. So the money is generated from the taxes we are paying now. Yeah, just 1 minute, Merlin. Cherry,
Yeah.
Cherry, नम्या का व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज है. Sorry. Okay, so whatever the government is having money, okay, from wherever the government requires money, or whenever the government requires money, government has no bank of its own, right? And government do not have its account of its own. It is all central bank managed money. So whenever government needs loan, like if you saw in the starting of this year only, okay, there was a news that government central bank has given some 1 million rupees to the central bank. Sorry, central bank has given some 1 million rupees to the government. So what is this rupees for? Now it can be for any purpose, that government is having a shortage of cash, or government is having some financial crisis, or it is required to move the economy. So central bank is banker to the government. So it is advisor to the government, it is banker to the government, and it is government's agent. Okay, so we can say it is a banker, it is advisor, and it is agent to the government. Agent to the government means that whenever government has to buy some or buy or sell some bonds, debentures, the government bonds and debentures, then who is doing that? Central bank is doing that on behalf of the government. Government is not maintaining anything of its own, right? It is on the behalf of the central bank that this is done. So the it is the bank of issue, or you can say it is the monetary authority. Issue of all notes are taking place by them. And second, you can say it is a banker, it is advisor, and it is an agent to the government. Okay, then it says it is the custodian of the cash reserve of commercial bank. It is the custodian. Custodian means right now who has your custody?
Uh,
Who
right
are
now,
your custody?
my
Your parents?
parents. Yeah.
Yes, why they have your custody? Their custody means that any important decisions that you will be taking, right? So you are living with them, you are dependent on them, you are following the rules and regulations set by them, right? So you are right now
Yes.
in their custody. Okay, obviously you are the child, they love you, all those factors are there, but just for an example, you are under their custody. So whatever you do, right now you have to take the permission of your parents and do it, right? When you get above 18 or say above 20, then is when you will be able to take your own decisions and you will change your custodian, right? So maybe when you go to the office, your custody will be with the office people, that what time you have to come and what time you have to leave. Like this, the commercial bank keeps all its money with the central bank. So it is the custodian of the cash reserved by the commercial bank. So all commercial banks keep a part of their cash. As I told you yesterday, the cash reserve ratio, CRR. Okay, so what is CRR? That a part of cash. Okay, so say
Yes.
I am a central bank, okay, and you are a commercial bank. Okay, you want to get a license to open a bank in, say, Mumbai. Okay, that means
Okay.
you have a lot of money and you want to invest into the banking sector and earn a profit. So you want to become a banker and a businessman. You come to the central bank, which is me. Okay, now say suppose you have 50 crores of rupees with you. So you can easily use that money for your banking sector and all. Now, when you come to me, I can easily give you license because you are meeting the criterias of those 50 crores, okay, and none of your money is coming from any illegal channel. So, I give you the license, but you have to deposit 3% of that 50 crores with the central bank. Who are you?
The central bank, no?
You are the commercial bank.
Okay.
I am the central bank. So, when
So
commercial
50%.
bank, yeah, so when commercial bank, that is you, when you are
Okay.
coming to the central bank, the central
Okay.
bank, you will have to keep, with the central bank, you will have to keep a certain amount of reserve,
Yes.
depending
Yeah.
on what is the percentage. Okay, now if the percentage is 3%, so of the 50 crore rupees, you will have to deposit 3% to the central bank. Okay,
Okay.
now who are you?
In the commercial bank, no?
You are the commercial bank. Okay, so like this, you imagine how many commercial banks you have. So many, right? From big to
Yes.
small, there are so many commercial banks in the whole nation. So each bank is depositing a percentage of their reserve with the central bank in form of cash.
Okay.
Okay, now why it is putting that reserve? So say suppose tomorrow you are coming with a good idea to run in the market, to give loans to the people, to have a deposit and to earn a profit in between. But say suppose some kind of fraudulent takes place, or say suppose you are not able to survive the competition, or say suppose your banks someone take money from you and run away like Vijay Mallya, right? So in all those conditions, what will happen? Your bank will be at loss, but you owe a lot of money to the public. Now,
Yes.
say if you remember the recent case happened of that public
Uh,
scam, public bank scam, which was that?
yes, pan.
Uh,
No?
Yes Bank is the
Yes.
recent है. Yeah, Yes Bank is recent. One more happened of the cooperative bank, which was there. I'm not just getting the
That
name.
Mumbai bank, some. Yeah, it's a
Yes,
Mumbai
yes. In
Cooperative
Mumbai
Bank.
Cooperative Bank was there. So what happens? So when you as a banker fail, because you are the commercial bank right now in the example.
Yeah.
So when you as a banker fail, or when you are not able to perform, what will happen? The the central bank is answerable,
Bank.
right? Now in the
Yes.
similar case, if you do something wrong, who is answerable on your behalf? Your parents, right? Because they have
Yes.
your custody. So similar way, because the commercial bank has the central bank has the custody of the commercial bank, and if the bank fails, it is central bank that will have to resolve the issues or give the money back to the public, right? So yes, you are very right. In the recent case, Yes Bank thing happened. Yes, Bank has
Yes.
totally waived, so it limited its this thing to 50,000 in 3 months. And then who came for the assurance? Central Bank came for the assurance that
Yes.
we will increase the flow, we will clear the situations, and we will let the money. Now, from where this money is coming? All this reserve that is kept by the central commercial bank to the central bank. So you are the
Yes.
commercial bank, right? You gave
Yes.
that reserve to me. So when you fail, when you fail, so when you fail as a commercial bank, it is then that central bank will see what are the solutions. So it is then that this reserve ratio will be circulated in the economy, and will be like people's debt will be covered. Okay, so like this is you know how our rent system works in Bangalore. You have to give a certain security deposit.
Deposit.
Right,
Yes.
that security deposit means what? That say suppose if you are not able to pay the
But
rent, or say suppose you have made some alteration in the houses which are not liked by the owner. Okay, or say suppose some damage takes place, they use the security money to cover up that,
yes.
right? So when you enter the rent, and when you enter the flat, you have to give that security before that. Same is the
Mm.
case here. Same is the case here. So before the commercial bank enters the market, they have to give this security money to the central bank. Only that here we call it as a cash reserve ratio. CRR. Okay, you will find this as a very common terminology. Whenever you are free, just type on Google CRR, its meaning, advantages, disadvantages, function. Full you will find how it is working. Okay, but in the shortest way, yes.
Then, Reserve Bank of India is what? Like, what's the difference? Like, central bank is same, right? Reserve Bank of
Yes,
India.
Reserve Bank of India is the central bank of India. Okay, Reserve Bank of India is the central bank of India, right? So that
Ma'am,
is the parent bank. Yeah, say.
okay. Ma'am, the Yes Bank,
Hmm.
they were not able to fulfill the because the NPAs were too high of
Very
Yes
high.
Bank.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
very high.
So,
And yeah,
so the reserve was not enough also to
see, reserve was given in the starting. Okay, so
start.
reserve was not the only one solution. Then, if you see recent NPA laws have
Yeah.
changed. Initially, NPAs were not recovered for 3 3 months, 9 9 months, in 180 days, right? So you take a loan until 1.5 year. If you are not paying your loans, the bank cannot take any action against you. But now,
Yes.
after Vijay Mallya things happen, after all these things happen, okay, Vijay Mallya and Nirav Modi thing happened. In all that cases, now the NPAs, and especially SBI was having the heaviest NPAs. Imagine, it was a public sector bank and it has recorded the highest NPAs ever. So they have now formulated policies, right? How to recover NPS. So yes, NPS were high, but now see, one thing, they use up the reserve. Second thing, seeing that whether it will be able to cover or not, central bank give them loans at a lower rate of interest. So they will have to manage with that. And slowly what will happen? Either some other bank will come and merge,
Okay.
right? It will have a merger, or some other
Merger.
bank will acquire. Right. So what happened?
Okay.
All now SBI used to have different state banks, right? State Bank of Rajasthan, State Bank of Jammu, State Bank of Maharashtra. But now what has happened? There is one single bank. So all the central bank, all the SBI have merged, right?
Okay.
So like Bank of America and Merlin Lynch. Remember, there is
Hmm.
this bank
Yeah.
Merlin Lynch. Okay, so both banks have merged. So when they merge, it reduces their cost of working, cost of performance, and they also cover up the risk. So you share your risk when you merge. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, entirely coming back to your question, entirely the reserves will not help, right?
Okay.
Entirely the reserves will not help, but it will be a situation where at least, so say imagine how much reserves Yes Bank would have given to central bank, right? So 5, 7 or 10 crores it would have kept as its reserve depending on what percentage it has taken. So somewhere that will be used for the regulation. Second, see what happens is every bank assumes that no consumer is going to withdraw all its money in one day, right? That is, today you also go in the bank, I also go in the bank, and we are the two customers. Okay, of say some XYZ, we are the two customers. It is not possible that both of us will withdraw all our money in the same day, right? So say suppose you have 1 crore money in your account, I have 1 crore money in my account. Both will not go on the same day and withdraw it, no? So bank
Yes.
functions that ways. But
Okay.
when such ceilings takes place, everyone withdraws their money. So again, they had to put that ceiling that, beyond 50,000 per 3 months, they will not lend. Otherwise, what will happen? The moment you come to know your bank is going into a down or in a
Down.
downside, what will you do? Or what will any consumer do? I will the first go and withdraw all my
Withdraw
money because it's my
money. Yeah.
savings, right? So if
Yeah.
the bank is falling down, that is, the bank will get bankrupt and there will be no money left in the banks. So who wants to take that chance? So whenever all these situations takes place, the economy is what is impacted the most, because everyone wants to you they will stand in the line and they will withdraw their money. Same, you go back to the case of during the demonetization, everyone wanted to withdraw their money, right? They so that time also the government something fixed around 35,000, right? That you can only withdraw 35,000 in one go in within 10 days. So some limitation has to be kept. So definitely all reserves are not consumed up, but these reserves are used. So similarly, if Yes Bank has got into the problem, right? So all reserves of Yes Bank plus certain reserves of other banks were lended to the Yes Bank to cover up the situation. Okay. Then it says, are you clear with this point, Merlin?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can also say it is a banker's bank. That is, all commercial banks are working under them. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can say it is a banker's bank. Okay.
Okay.
Then,
Ma'am,
yeah.
the public sector bank, what is the difference between the public sector
Okay.
bank and commercial
Yeah,
bank?
yes. Commercial banks are basically coming for the commercial purpose. Purpose is profit organization, profit motive. Okay.
Yeah.
Public sector banks are the banks which are government controlled, or that comes under the what you say, that are coming for helping the public. So if you see, if the commercial bank is giving you a rate of interest of 9%, a
Yes.
public bank will give you a rate of interest of 6%. So public
Okay.
bank is basically to cater the needs of all the people who are needy,
Hmm.
right? So
Okay.
it is a government related banks. So now
Okay.
the thing was that in the initial time, it was a thing that, if you have your money with the public sector bank, it is safe. So anything you are buying from SBI, or if you are investing in SBI, if you are keeping a savings in SBI, it is always safe. Okay, but right
Yeah.
now, after all these things have happened, of Vijay Mallya running away, banks recording highest NPAs, loans were given out of political friendship. Yeah, loans were given because of political friendship. People who could not have a capacity to pay, they were given the loans. So all this has recorded a very bad impact. Otherwise, what was the scenario? Banks check the creditability of the consumers. If you are credible enough to pay back your loans, then only the loans are given to you. right? But in those times, the loans during the, we say it during the UPA times, basically, the loans were given just without any type of any type of checking the creditability or finding out that whether there is a paying back capacity or not. Anyone who is the friend of government would get the loan. So there is where the banking sector had a huge problem, and that is the reason that SBI, PNB, they have recorded the highest level of NPAs, right? In fact, you will be surprised to know that
Yes.
the public sector banks were working in the worst manner, and the private sector
Okay.
bank recorded less NPAs. It is not that they did not record NPAs. Even they recorded
Mm.
NPAs, but the private sector banks recorded less MPAs compared to the public sector bank. Why? Because the private sector bank were more cautious, or they were more vigilant on the people to whom they are giving the loans,
Yes.
because it was a private ownership. If they failed, if they gave loans to the wrong company, they would be out of the market. In public sector bank, it is not the case, right?
Okay.
So SBI is still there, and SBI is still performing at a very highest level to till date as well, right? So the difference between a private sector bank and a public sector bank is public sector is basically controlled by the government. It is the government related banks, or you can say it is a nationalized bank. Nationalized banks means they are coming in the what you say in the economy to help the weaker sections of the society, or to give a lower rate of interest, right?
Okay.
So but private sector banks rate of interest will always be high. So if you can afford a high rate of interest, I can afford a high rate of interest, we will go to the private sector bank. Because public sector banks taking loan, getting into the process, it's very very tedious, and that much of what you say professionalism, and the way it is regulated, and how the working environment is there, is very different in the public sector bank, and it's very different in the private sector bank. Today you call your private bank, they will solve your query within 5 minutes. You put a complaint in a public sector bank, you will have to wait for 1 month till your number comes, till they understand what is the issue, or till whole things happen. Now, because of technological things and everything, the system has changed a lot in the public sector banks also. But still, the way of functioning is, you can say, is more better into a private sector bank. Okay, so it is the bankers bank. Okay, next it says is that it is the custodian of the foreign reserves. So now you know the meaning of the word custodian,
Yes.
right? Now custodian of foreign reserves means whichever currency. So say suppose you have traveled to US and you have dollars with you, right? Your dollars cannot be used in replacement of Indian rupees. You will have to get it converted into rupees. Where will you go and get it converted into rupees? You will go to the central bank. So
Right.
central banks maintains all the reserves, right? Whether it's a pound, whether it's a sterling, whether it's a dollar, whether it's a yen, whether it's whichever currency it is. Okay, so it keeps all the currencies with it as a reserve asset, and also that it maintains its exchange rate. You remember in your last module when you used to come home, we did foreign
Ye-
exchange rate, right? Where we
Yes, ma'am.
understood that one's currency is traded with another currency, right? The buying and selling of currency, the fixed exchange rate we did, the floating we did. Remember
Yes, sir.
spot and forward. Okay, so
Okay.
all this is maintained with the reserve assets that the central bank has. Okay,
Okay.
clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is that it is the lender of last resort. Lender of last resort means what? That
Then,
when economy totally fails, when there is so much of money issues, say with the commercial banks, with the public sector banks, with the cooperative banks, with the non-banking financial constitutions, with all the intermediaries who are there, whenever there is issue, it can only and only be handled by the central bank. So we always refer, whenever we talk about financial market, we always refer to 2007, 2008 crisis, right? When Lehman Brothers what got bankrupted and all that. So in that, each and every global economy, okay, was having problem. Each and every global economy was going into recession. India also went into recession, but still we were able to recover, because that time the central bank has taken certain steps which were very commendable. So it is the lender of last resort, means when everything fails in the economy, it is the central banks who take out its reserves, take out its all its kind of cash reserves, securities, and it funds the commercial banks. Basically, it gives that breathing to the commercial banks. Yeah.
Okay.
Next function of central bank is that it is the bank of central clearance. It is the bank of central clearance. Central clearance means what? So as I told you yesterday only, that when you deposit a check, right? It takes 3 days for that check to come into my account. Or if I deposit it to you, it takes 3 days to get credited in your account. Why? What it is going? It is roaming here and there. No. It goes to the clearing house. It goes to the all the checks get credited only after passing through a process of central bank. Okay,
Okay.
so it is the clearance house. So whether you need any loan, whether the transfer of funds are done, or some clearing agreement is there, all that is done with reference to central bank is the main, RBI is the main body who does that in India. Okay, and last it says is it is the controller of money supply. It controls the money supply. Now, how it controls the money supply? So basically, when it says that when it sees that economy the money supply is too high, right? So everyone is spending, everyone is buying, everyone is going extravagant, everyone wants a car, everyone wants a AC, and everyone is affording that also, right? So central bank tries to contract that money supply. And when it sees the opposite, that people are not spending, people are not doing expenditure, people are not giving any kind of, buying any kind of luxuries, they are not buying cars, they are not buying houses, they are not buying ACs, they are not buying mobiles. So people are not very positive about the market, and they are not doing that much of expenditure. Then it tries
Okay.
to expand the money supply.
Okay.
Okay, now how it does that, that we will do in the policy that the central bank has. So right now, are
Okay.
you clear with what is central bank, meaning of central
Yes.
bank, and functions of central bank?
Yes.
So these are all the functions of central bank. Okay, now there are some measures of central bank, or you can say there are some methods of central bank. Those methods are qualitative and quantitative. In the quantitative method, there is the very first method which is known as, which we call it credit control methods. Okay,
Under
so
qualitative, no?
under
It's
quantitative,
okay.
see, I will write it for you. So there are two methods, quantitative and qualitative. Okay, under
Yes.
quantitative, there is bank rate, open market operations, open market operation, and liquidity reserves, or you can say legal reserves, sorry, legal reserves. Okay, so you can see it, I've written it in the chat. Quantitative and
Yes.
qualitative. Under quantitative, you have bank rate, open market operation, and legal reserves.
Reserves.
Okay, now coming to what is a bank rate policy. Okay, bank rate policy is the policy where the central bank decides a rate of interest. Okay, so tell me one thing, Merlin. Does central bank decides the rate of interest only for RBI or for all the commercial banks also?
Oh, commercial banks. Uh, uh, but as said, you told the rate of interest in the private banks is high compared to the public banks.
Yes,
No? So,
but public bank
but
is not the central bank.
okay, okay.
Who takes the decision of rate of interest? Central bank takes the
The
decision.
central bank, yeah,
Okay, they
yes,
takes the decision for the rate of interest. Now they
yes,
set a slab of this rate of interest. Okay,
okay,
now between that slab, depending that what is the market performance of that commercial bank. Okay, depending what is the market performance of that commercial bank, they they adapt a rate of interest. So you will
okay,
see, maybe you can check just after this class that what is the rate of interest Axis Bank is giving, ICICI is giving, HDFC is giving, and SBI is giving. So they will have a point 0.5, point 0.8 or 1% difference, right? But what private banks are giving is very high than what public banks are giving. But all these rates
mhm,
are decided by the central bank. That is,
then,
central bank decides the rate of interest depending that which band they want to follow. They fall into that. Okay, like good performing banks. Okay,
mm,
can charge a little higher rate of interest. Okay, less
okay,
performing banks will charge a little less, or say
mm,
some banks which are not making too much of profit, they can charge a little higher rate of interest to earn the profit. Okay, but it is the central bank who decides the rate of interest. Normally public sector banks, now coming to what is public sector and private sector. Normally public
okay,
sector banks will always have a low rate of interest compared to the private sector banks. Okay, why?
okay,
Because public sector main aim is for the society welfare, people's welfare. So if they charge a high rate of interest, their criteria of people's and public welfares are not achieved. Sorry. So they will be having a rate of interest. So this rate
mm,
of interest is decided by the central bank. Now understand very carefully. This decision taken by the central bank is known as your monetary policy. So what is a monetary policy? Monetary policy is a policy related to money supply taken by the central bank. Only and only central bank can make or happen this monetary policy. Axis Bank cannot make a monetary policy. ICICI Bank cannot make a monetary policy. It is only and only the central bank RBI who will frame the monetary policy.
mm,
In this monetary policy, the very first thing it will do is the rate of interest.
yes,
Now,
okay,
if the rate of interest, so what you can do, I'm just seeing how I can write over here. There are options, no? Just 1 minute. I'm looking for options where I can use the board. It's not there. Okay. Now there are two conditions in front of you. That is the rate of interest increases and rate of interest decreases. Okay. So what central bank does? Central bank either increase the rate of interest or decrease the rate of interest. Now, just 5 minutes before I told you they control the money supply. This is how
yes,
they control the money supply.
okay,
Okay, this is how they are controlling the money supply. Now I'm giving you a situation. Say central bank has, you want to buy a car and you want to buy a house. Okay, but bank's rate of interest is 10%. So if you buy a house, you have to give that 10% EMI for a very long duration of time, right? And if you
Okay.
buy a car, then also, and if you buy a good car, it won't come less than 7 to 10 lakhs. So giving a
Yes.
10% rate of interest to the bank from which you will take a loan, you will, what will you do? Will you buy?
Uh, we have 10%. Ma'am, so we'll take a housing loan, right? For
No, I'm saying you have to buy. Go from here. You have to buy a house and you want to buy
yeah.
a car. But in both the cases, the rate of interest is very high,
Okay.
right? Now, if the rate of interest is high, will you buy it?
No,
Why?
because you won't be able to pay back the loan.
Yeah. Pay back the loan or 1 minute, huh? Merlin,
Mhm.
Cherry, the session is getting recorded. Behave yourself. They find so much of enjoyment, as if such an enjoying factor for them. From last 5 minutes, she's dancing from there. And she's like, I remember this Didi. मैंने कहा, yeah, she used to come. कहती है, no, this Didi gave me chocolate once. You got chocolates for both of them, no? So they're like, that is why we remember this Didi. Okay, so you will not buy. Yeah, why will you not buy? Because your rate of interest is high, and can I say your cost of borrowing will increase, right? That is,
Yes.
your cost of borrowing will increase. You will have to pay a higher rate of interest, right?
Yes.
Now, say the bank reduces the rate of interest from 10% to 7%.
Okay.
What will you do?
Uh, then you'll borrow, right? The
You will
loan.
borrow, yes, you will buy because the rate of interest has reduced. So now, say,
Yeah.
suppose you were to pay 1000 rupees per month.
Mm.
Now you will
Yes.
pay only 700 as per, if say on 1000 you were paying say 1000 rupees per month. Now you will pay only 700 rupees as your rate of interest. So you are at
Yes.
a benefit.
Yes.
So
Yes.
So that is the role of rate of interest. Now what happened? People are not spending money, as I told you. That say people are not very optimistic about the market, or people find it very difficult to borrow money from the banks. Okay, or the rate of interest is very high. In that case, people or households will not borrow money, right? But when
Yeah.
the bank reduces the rate of interest, every household will get motivated or encouraged. So say I wasn't buying a car, but now since the rate of interest is less, I can afford buying a car, right?
Yes.
So I can pay lesser EMIs now, right? The
Yeah.
amount of the EMIs will reduce, so I can pay a lesser EMI now. Okay, or say suppose I wanted to buy any other kind of luxury, even gold. Nowadays if you buy gold also, that also you can buy on EMIs, right? So in all these cases, when your bank rate of interest is less, consumers or household like us are always at benefit, right? We are always at benefit. Why we are at benefit? Because we our cost of borrowing will reduce. Okay. Now on the other hand, if government sees that, or if the central bank sees that, if the central bank sees that there is too much of expenditure happening, right? That is, people are, Cherry, can you behave yourself please? Go out of this room fast. So when you see, when the central bank sees that people are unnecessary, you don't require a car, still you are buying three cars. Okay, you require one flat, still you have three flats. Okay, you require one phone, still you have three phones. That means you are spending excess without any requirements. So when this extravagant is taking place, that time central bank increases the rate of interest. So when they
Okay.
increases the rate of interest, we become discouraged, right? So now because
Okay.
your cost of borrowing will increase, you will not do extravagant, right? When the cost of borrowing will increase, you will not do an extravagant expenditure. So now that is known as controlling of credit. Either the central bank increases the rate of interest or the central bank decreases the rate of interest. So when it
Yes.
increases the rate of interest, it contracts the money supply. And when it
Okay.
decreases the rate of interest, it expands the money supply. So when it increases the rate of interest, it is known as contractionary monetary policy. When it increases the rate of interest, it is known as contractionary monetary policy. And when it decreases the rate of interest, it is known as expansionary monetary policy. Okay, so there are two types of monetary policy: contractionary monetary policy and expansionary monetary policy. Okay, and that happens with the rate of interest. Clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Second is open market operations. Okay, now what are open market operations? As the name suggests, openly the bonds and securities, or let me be more specific, government bonds and securities are sold in the open market. That is, anyone from the public can buy those government bonds and securities. So basically, what central bank is doing on behalf of the government? Central bank is borrowing money from the public. So if it is a government bond, rate of interest on deposits are high. So if you buy a government bond, the rate of interest that you will receive on the deposits will always be high, and on the loan it will always be less.
Yes.
So
Okay.
when on deposits it is high, what will you do? You will buy a government bond. And secondly, there is a level of confidence, whichever be the government, whether it be a Congress government, whether it be a BJP government, whichever government it is, there is a security that if you are buying a government related scheme, money will always be there. If you buy from a private share, private bond, there is a lot of uncertainty and risk. Right? Last
Yes, ma'am.
last semester you studied financial market, how it was working. So when you buy any share from a private sector, right, it will always have uncertainty and risk. But if you
Yes, ma'am.
buy it from a public sector, there is always a surety that your money will come. It may come 10 days late, but it will always be there. Or I can say, when you have a government job, why people wants government job? Why people look for government job? Because in government job there are so many facilities, right?
Okay.
After the age you will be retired, you get pensions, everything is there. That means government, whatever be the condition, the work culture may not be very good. Okay, the criterias may not be as strict as what is there in the private sector. The salaries may not be as attractive as there is in a private sector. But it is always there is uncertainty in a government job, right? So
Yes.
that is the reason. So when central bank sells these bonds and debentures or shares, the government bonds and debentures or the government securities in open market, it borrows money from the public.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so people will buy. So like this, the money supply will increase. Okay,
Yes.
sorry, like this, the people will invest their money and the savings will increase. And when the government return back that interest payment, then they are giving money back to the people. So people earn extra. So today, if you have 10,000 rupees in your bank account and you get a rate of interest of 10%, so maybe that 10% is lying idle in your bank account. But at the end of the year, you will have 11,000 rupees with you, right? So nothing but
Yes.
money sitting and earning. Money is sitting at one place, but it is increasing. Okay. So this is the second way. Third way is the legal reserve. Okay. Now, what is a legal reserve? Legal reserve is your cash reserve ratio plus statutory liquidity ratio. Okay. It is cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio. Okay. What is this liquidity ratio? Liquid asset. Okay, that is the commercial bank are also required to maintain a minimum amount of their total liabilities in the form of liquid asset. So what commercial bank is doing? One, it is giving as a reserve ratio, as I just explained you, right? As you give
Yes,
your
ma'am.
deposits to your rent owner, right? That is as good as understanding your reserve ratio. So that you are giving
Okay.
in a form of cash, right?
Okay.
Apart from that, you have to maintain a little liability in the liquidity form, right? Liability in the liquidity form, that is from that reserve ratio. The electricity bill is not included in that, the water bills are not
Yes.
included in that. So that you have to maintain in the liquid assets. That means every month you will have
Okay.
to pay it for that, right? So from apart from the reserve ratio that the commercial bank is depositing to the central bank, they also have to maintain a liquid asset of the total liability. So whatever is their
Okay.
total liability, they will have to maintain a liquid asset. Combine of these two, that is CRR plus SLR. So you know now both the terms,
Yes.
what is a CRR and what is a SLR?
Yes, ma'am.
So combining both the terms CRR plus SLR is equals to LR, that is
Yes.
legal reserves. Okay. So,
Yes.
so yeah, so legal reserves are there. So open market operation and your legal reserves. These are the three quantitative methods of a central bank or of monetary policy. Okay, these are the three quantitative of your monetary policy. Now, what is qualitative? Qualitative means, what does qualitative means? That qualitative means that you are not now focusing on the numbers,
Okay.
you are focusing on the working, right?
Working of the
Working of the
bus.
banks. Now say suppose you get the license, right? Now as I gave you an example that you get the license, but say suppose you are involved in a malpractice, or say suppose all the loans you have given without assessing the creditability pay to your uncle, auntie, cousins, you have involved all your family in giving that loans, then that is also incorrect, right? So
Yes.
qualitative means you have to check the quality of your loaning, whether you have given loans to the right people or to wrong people. So when we talk of NPAs, quantitative factors was there, but along with quantitative, qualitative factors were also there, because there is something known as margin requirement. Margin requirement means when you say I have passed that margin, that means out of 100 if you get 36, that 36 is your margin, right? when
Yes.
when loaning, you have to see that what is the margin you will pay back. So if they are giving you a loan, they have to see that what is your margin requirement, that how much you will pay back, right?
back.
so
Okay.
so loans were given to people without checking margin requirement. So when they
Yes. Okay.
don't know, so my margin requirement is say paying back only 5,000 rupees, but I have taken a loan where the paying back of 50,000 is required. In the beginning only I am a
Yes.
defaulter then, right? Because my paying back
Yes.
capacity is only 5,000, but they are giving me loan because that manager is a friend of mine. So she is giving me loan of say
Okay.
where 50,000 is required. So first is qualitative factor is checking or assessing the market margin requirement, right? If this
Okay.
margin requirement is not assessed properly, the quality of loans given are very bad. Just type on Google bad quality loans. You will get all the
Okay.
information, like how bad apples are
This
there.
is like bad in the what do you say, the balance sheet we make it as
Yes,
bad loans, right?
bad
Which is
loans.
applicable.
Yes,
That's okay.
yes. Bad loans
Okay.
means see, they don't have margin requirement. Okay, they don't
Mhm.
assess the margin requirement. And after assessing also, say today, I have a capacity of paying 50,000 rupees per month, right? But what tomorrow I lose my job? I won't be able to pay
Okay.
that, right? So they that has to be taken
Yes.
on margin. That per month, if so, say suppose you are earning 75,000 a month, a loan of 75,000 cannot be sanctioned against you. That is,
Okay.
every month you cannot pay a EMI of 75,000. So if you are having an
Yeah.
income of 75,000, they calculate that 30,000 will be somewhere you will lie in your margin, 25% or 30% of your total monthly income. Because you will have to pay house rent also, you will have to pay other
Yeah.
necessities also, you will spend on other your education and everything. So
Okay.
that is the margin requirement. But when NPAs happen, okay, these margin requirements
Yes.
were never checked. So your Jet Airways example, your Jet Airways got bankrupted soon. Recently, it was shut down. Loans were given. There is no
Yes.
margin requirement. The right margin requirement was not assessed. So quality is you have to assess the quality of loans to whom you are giving the loans. If you give loans to
Exactly.
farmers, if you give loans to the small sector people, if you give loans to the small businesses, you have to
Hmm.
maintain a limit. Now, government says that because all these people are given loan, these are the priority sector. All these people are given loan at a very lower rate of interest, in which bank do not have much profit. Plus, there is always a risk that whether that farmer will repay back the loan or not,
No. Yeah.
because
Okay.
everything is dependent on monsoons. Now, if say some
Yes.
if sometimes there is not a good crop, farmers any which ways are committing suicide because of so much of economic and financial pressure. On that, these loans are there. So they refrain themselves to give loans. But government has orders that you have to give them the loans. So they also account for NPAs. Okay, so margin requirement, and depending on that margin requirement, the loans have to be given. This all
Okay.
is violated when managers have good friends. So
Okay.
your uncle is a manager, he will give you loans of 10 lakh also. But without understanding that whether as an individual right now you have a paying back capacity or not. Only because he is a manager, loans will be given. Right? So all these things
Yes.
were happening. So to check the quality of loans is very important. Second thing it says is
Okay.
control the consumer's credit. Now, if you give too much to people, people will start spending without any necessity.
Yes.
Right now, what we are doing? Right now, we are only buying what is necessary. We are not buying clothes, we are not buying shoes, we are not buying bags, we are not buying anything, right? So
Yes.
somewhere we have restricted ourselves because of the condition. The condition of course is different right now, right? But however, when there is a situation like, people are spending too much which is not required, so now we realize that actually we don't have need of so many things. If food is there, we all are happy, right? we don't
Yeah.
we don't require too many bags and too many branded stuffs, and Right now, we are not eating those brands. We are eating simple dal chawal roti, right? So that is where you are creating a consumer's credit. So
Credit.
if they see
Okay.
that all that thing is spending, so when the loans are given and people are buying too much, so I don't require a car, but still because loans are cheaper, affording a car is cheaper, I will buy it. That is where the quality is getting bad. Because if I am buying a car tomorrow, if the rate of interest increases, I will not be able to pay the EMIs. And what the banks will do, they will take my used car and go, right? In which they will also not
Okay.
benefit
Yes.
much, right? So the overall problem in the economy will be created further. Then there is something known as
Okay.
moral suasion. Suasion. Moral suasion.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is what that whenever there is an excess demand, or you can say the conditions of inflation is there, okay, then the central bank advises or orders the commercial bank to restrict their loans, to stop giving people too much of loans. Okay, so moral
Yeah.
suasion is to basically advise and appeal by the central bank to the commercial bank to cooperate to the monetary policy that has been framed. Okay, so it is
Okay.
basically a persuasion, a request, a advice by the central bank to the
So,
commercial bank to follow the monetary policy.
yes.
Okay, now why it is important? See, central bank reduces the rate of interest, right? But you as a
Yes.
commercial bank sees that if I reduce the rate of interest on lending, you will make less profit. So you may not reduce the rate of interest.
Yes. Okay.
So that is where it happens that the commercial bank do not follow the rules of the central bank. Okay. Then last is selective credit control. Selective credit control means that central bank, if finds out that commercial banks are not using the credit for productive purposes, that is it is involved in certain types of gamble, or it is doing some manipulation of money. So like if you see during the time of demonetization, many managers took money out of the box from their friends and who were having idle money, and they converted their cash, right? So all these things are wrong, malpractice, unethical. So when central banks get a whistleblowing, when they get to know that some commercial banks are opting for a malpractice, in that case they give stern warnings or punishments, or even take away the licenses of those commercial banks. Okay, so this
Yeah.
happens in the monetary policy. So now,
Policy.
just to make one clear line of difference so that there is no doubt left, central bank is the apex bank. Okay, every
Yes.
country has it. In India, we have RBI. So RBI is the
Okay.
central bank.
Central
Central
bank.
bank has some functions which you have noted down. Okay,
Yes.
and only central bank gives a policy related to money, which is known as monetary policy.
See.
And in monetary policy, these are the methods. So these are the methods
Okay.
also for a central bank, and these are the
Yes.
method also for the monetary policy: qualitative method and quantitative method. Clear?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
any doubt, Merlin, in this structure? Any doubt? So today we have completed even the monetary policy.
Policy. Yes.
Okay, so we did
Ma'am,
yes.
if the loan, if you take is 75,000, and the salary is how much you should be eligible, if the it should be your salary should be more than the amount,
Yes,
or like
yes, Yes. So see, your
That
your,
should be
your annual income is taken into consideration, right? Because
okay.
it may fluctuate. Some months you may be paid
Okay.
higher if you are a part-time worker. Some months you may be paid less. So an annual figure is taken. On that annual figure, it
Okay.
has been decided. So say suppose your annual salary is 5 lakh rupees. So you can be
Okay.
given a loan only of 3 lakh rupees. They will
3
not
lakh.
they will
Okay.
not give you a loan of 5 lakhs. That means every
Yes.
month you will only pay EMI. You will not eat, you will not drink, you will not party, you will not buy, you will not travel. Okay?
So,
So that
okay.
is the case. So
So
it is
every
always
month, how
given.
much? Yeah.
Yes.
Every month, how much? Like, suppose if you take a loan for 3 lakhs, which you said,
Hmm. So
every
every
month, how
month
much you should,
you should be, so
like,
every month if you say take a loan of 3 lakhs, your salary will fall around some 20 to 25,000. So you will be eligible for only a 9,000 to 10,000 loan. Considering you
okay,
have other
fine.
expenses also. So every individual, every consumer will have some other expenses as well. So out of
Okay.
that, the loan is given on that 25% of the income. Okay?
And if you miss 1 month and you don't pay the loan, then
No, 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 no.
it's
Now, though, if you miss even one day, okay,
yeah.
initially that was the case. So say if you miss one, first of all, you cannot miss because it is a auto credit transfer, right?
Yeah.
That is, you will every month you don't have to transfer the funds. It will get automatically deducted from your bank account when you take loans. Okay, so it
Mm.
is a automatic deduction. Secondly, if say suppose your bank is not having money, right? You have made your account balance less than what is you have to pay the EMI, right? Say you have to pay a EMI
Okay.
of 10,000 and your bank only has 8,000. So your check will bounce,
Okay.
which you have
Yes.
prior given to them, your check will bounce, right? In that case, bank will give you a notice that you have to make an
Notice
immediate payment.
payment.
Now, say you go and tell your circumstances that okay, maybe your job has got lost, or maybe any circumstances that you might be going. There is a financial loss or whatever. In that circumstances, the bank may, considering that how credible is your circumstance, they may give you a relaxation. That right now, everyone has got a relaxation of 3 months. That is, banks are at huge pressure because of COVID-19. 3 months, no EMIs is to be paid by anybody. In fact, at
Okay.
some places, even the rents are, granted.
Yeah, they rents
Yeah,
for
yeah.
3 months.
So
No?
in this, there is a huge loss of banks because bank also have a staff to maintain. Banks also have operational activities to do, right? So if this
Yes.
happens, now say suppose you missed it. Okay, initially people used to miss, they were given notices, they still used to not pay. ऐसे करते करते 6 to 8 months निकाल देते थे. And that is when they realize they have turned into an NPA. Banks are already pressurized. But now, even one day, if you are a defaulter, even one day, police will be sent at your place.
Mm.
So now people
Mm.
cannot skip doing that. And that is after all this bitter taste that has taken place. After Vijay Mallya running, after Nirav Modi, after so many defaulters that has taken place. I think you studied last time that what are the list of defaulters, and you were doing in Yes
Yeah.
Bank. In Yes Bank, you
Yeah.
did.
No, the Punjab National
One.
Bank and
Yes. No, you did one internship. No,
PNB,
which bank you bank?
South Indian Bank.
South Indian Bank. Yes. So
Yeah, I was doing the NPA
yeah.
report.
Yeah, so like this, you just write NPAs in India, you will get the whole list that how much it is there. Okay, so we have completed the monetary policy and we have done the central bank. Tomorrow I will do fiscal policy with you. Okay, and
Okay.
once you understand monetary and fiscal policy, then is when you will understand the ISLM curve because it
Okay,
is
fine.
related to monetary and fiscal policy. Okay,
Ma'am,
yes,
this Yes Bank is a private bank, no?
yes, yes,
Yes Bank.
yes.
But if it is going to merge, it can merge with the public sector bank. Is it
A public
possible?
sector bank can take over. It can take
Take
over.
over. Okay.
Yeah, public sector bank can
Okay.
take over and help. If you have to merge, it can merge with a uh, private banks. So two private
Okay.
banks who are making laws become friends. It is like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Who are sailing in the same boat, they will sail together so that both will what you say equate their risk. Yeah, but then
Yeah.
this cause unemployment at a huge level, because then they cannot
Okay.
maintain so many, so they will have to displace the laborers then. So all have
Okay.
consequences. Okay. Okay, so I
Okay.
will let you know the time for tomorrow, and then I see you back tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Ma'am, tomorrow fees I can give you after class.
Yeah, yeah,
The
no problem. We'll discuss about that. No
uh,
problem.
uh, yeah, but ma'am, I'll pay you half the amount like for these
Okay.
three classes. Like,
Okay.
because in my account only that much money is there.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
then later on I'll ask my dad to.
Okay.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
problem. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. Bye.